روح.
Good morning, dear learners. Welcome to you all in this new video. As you know, we are still in sequence 2, which is about me, my personality, and my life experiences. And today's lesson will be about the future, or the simple future. So let's get started. We are still, dear learners, with Dewey. So during the previous lessons, Dewey gave us some information about herself. So do you remember the information that Dewey gave us? Excellent. She gave us information about herself, about her age, very good, about her hometown, and about her country. And we said that Dewey is from India and she lives in New Delhi, okay? She is, of course, 15 years old. She also gave us information about, excellent, about her personality. And we said that she is disciplined, helpful, and chatty. Good. Good. She gave us information about dream. What is her dream? Excellent. She wants to be a teacher. And what is the reason behind this choice? Okay. Excellent. She wants to help poor children. Very good. Okay. Now let's move, dear learners, to the following step. We have, dear learners, a short passage, so let's read it together. When Dewey finishes school, she will be a teacher. She will teach children how to write, read, and count. She will not punish them. Will you do the same like Dewey in the future? Now let me, dear learners, ask you some questions about the passage. Question number 1. What is the passage about? Good job. It is about Dewey. Good. What will Dewey be? Yes, she will be a teacher. What will she do after being a teacher? Very good. She will teach children how to write, read, and count. Will she punish them? No, she will not. Let's move, dear learners, to something else. Now here we have the passage. I want you, dear learners, to sort out from this passage an affirmative sentence, an affirmative form. But what is an affirmative sentence? We said that affirmative sentence is a sentence that, very good, that says something. And it consists of subject, verb, and object. So sort it out from the passage. Good. Sentence number 1. She will be a teacher. She will be a teacher. Do we have another sentence here? Or another affirmative sentence? Yes, we have another one. Sort it out from the passage. Excellent. She will teach children. She will teach children. Now, I want you to sort out a negative sentence. We said that a negative sentence is a negative that, very good, that have the word not. Excellent. So, very good. She will not punish them. She will not punish them. Now, we have affirmative sentence, negative sentence, and a very good interrogative sentence. Now I want you to sort out from the passage an interrogative form. we said that the interrogative form, okay, when we say interrogative, it means a question. Yes? Yes. Will you do the same like Dewey? Will you do the same like Dewey? Good. Now, dear learners, let's move to sentence number 1. Look, she will be a teacher. She will be a teacher. Sentence number 2. She will teach children. Let me ask you a question. When will Dewey be a teacher? Very good. When she finishes school. When she finishes school. And when will she teach children? Excellent. When she will be a teacher. And when she finishes school. But when will Dewey finish school? Excellent. Dewey may finish her school studies after 1 year, or after 5 years, or even after 10 or 20 years. We don't know. It means she will finish her studies in the future. So the action of being a teacher and the action of teaching children will happen in the future, of course, okay? So the verbs, or the 2 verbs of the sentences, are conjugated in the future, okay? So let's see how we form an affirmative sentence or an affirmative form using the simple future. Now look, what do we have? We have she. What is she? Excellent. It is a subject. What do we have after the subject? We have will. Will. So when we talk about the future, we use will. Will, future. What do we have after will? We have be. We have be. No, be. Does it have S? No. Does it have D or ED? No. So be is a base form. We call it a stem. What is a stem? A stem means a verb that has no S, no ED, and even no to. Okay? So when we conjugate a verb in the future, we use will plus stem. The same thing for sentence number 2. She will teach children. What do we have? The subject, she. Then plus will. Then look at the verb teach. Teach, okay? It is a base verb, okay? So, to form an affirmative sentence using the future, we use subject plus will plus stem plus object, or the rest of the sentence. Now let's move to the second one, negative form. She will not punish them. When? Good. In the future. When she will be a teacher. So the verb here is conjugated in the future too. Now let's see how we form a negative sentence using the simple future. We have she. Excellent. Plus will. Will. And what do we have after will? Very good. Not. Negative. Not. Plus verb. Look at the verb punish. Is it conjugated? No. It has no S, no to, no ed. Okay? It is a base form. Okay? Or it is a base verb. Okay? So it is a stem. We call it stem. Now when we forget the affirmative or the negative sentence or negative form using the future, we use the subject plus will plus not plus stem plus the object or plus the rest of the sentence. Now let's move to the interrogative form. Will you do the same like Dewey in the future? Look, here we have the expression in the future. In the future. Okay? It is a time marker. A time marker in the future. So the verb here is conjugated in the future. Okay? Now what did we do here? We start with will, because it is an interrogative form. When we form the interrogative form, okay, we always change the order of the words. Here it is yes or no question. So we start with will plus the subject plus do. Look at do. It is a base verb. It's not conjugated. So the form, we use will plus the subject plus a stem plus the object. Now to sum up, okay? Look, we use the simple future to talk about anything that will happen after now. Okay? When we say after now, okay, we talk about something, okay, that happened after after now means it may happen after 5 minutes from now, okay, or after 10 minutes, or after 1 hour, or after 1 year. This is the future, okay? So to talk about something that happened after now, or to show that an action or an activity will take place at a specific time in the future, okay? And we also can make the future, or can use the future to make predictions or to make decisions. I will go to Tlemcen. I will go to Tlemcen tomorrow, okay? To make decisions. Now, let's look how we form, okay, the three forms using all the personal pronouns. Now look at the affirmative form. Affirmative form. We said we use subject plus will plus stem plus the object. Here we wrote subject. Subject. We didn't say she or he or, okay? Okay, so subject, look. I will teach. Example. Okay, it is an example. She or he will teach. They will teach. We, it, will plus stem plus the verb plus the okay, will plus the stem teach. Okay? Now let's move to the negative form. Now we said that in the negative form we use subject plus will not. Subject plus will not. Look, we have will not or won't. Won't. It's not want. Okay, so be careful. It is won't. Won't is a short form of will not. Okay? Plus stem plus the object. Listen. I will not teach. She or he will not or won't teach. They will not or won't teach. We or it will not won't teach. Okay? Now the interrogative form. Interrogative form. Now in the interrogative form, we start with will plus subject plus stem plus the object. Question mark. Okay, plus a question mark, of course. So, will, subject. Will I teach? Will you teach? Will she or he teach? Will they or we or it, okay? So, the same thing. All the personal pronouns, okay? Now this one is yes or no question, okay? It is yes or no question. Look, will you teach? Will you teach, okay? We say, yes, I will. The answer, yes, I will. Or, no, I will not. No, I will not. Or, no, I won't. Great. Now, for WH questions, okay, we talked about yes or no questions, okay, and their short answers. Now we talk about WH questions, okay? The sentence should start with, okay, WH word, like what, when, where, how, etc. Now, WH question or word plus will plus the subject plus stem plus the object. Example, what will you do tomorrow? What will you do tomorrow? Okay? Now we use the future or the simple future with the following time markers. We have tomorrow. When we find tomorrow in a sentence, we conjugate the verb in the simple future. We have next. When you find the word next, for example, next day, next month, next year, okay? So you conjugate the verb in the future. Same thing here. When you have a date in the future, for example, 2024, 2023, it is a date in the future, so the verb should be conjugated in the future. And when you have the word in the future, okay, or the expression in the future. Good job. Now let's do some practice, dear learners. Now we are going to practice the three or the use, or we see the three forms. We have here three sentences, okay? I want you, dear learners, to look at the sentences. What's the problem with them? Good. They are not in the right order, okay? So what are you going to do? Very good. You are going to order them, or to make them in the right order. But what should you look at before? Excellent. You should look at the form of the sentences. If it is an affirmative sentence, we start with, that's it, the subject. If it is a negative form, the sentence should have the word not. And if it is an interrogative sentence, the sentence should start with good. With will if it is a yes or no question, or with a excellent, with the WH word if it is okay, WH question. Now number one we have will, be, you, what, future, question mark, and in. So it is, yes, it is an interrogative sentence. So, good. Excellent. So, what will you be in the future? What will you be in the future? Now, let's move to sentence number two. We have study. We have she. We have won't. Won't. It means yes, will not. We have medicine. Medicine. We have the word year. And we have next. Next. So, excellent. She won't study medicine next year. She won't study medicine next year. Now let's move to sentence number three. We have to. We have travel. We have oran. We have will. We have full stop. And we have Ali. So it is good. It is an affirmative form or affirmative sentence. So it should start with good, with the subject. And we say, very good. Ali will travel to Oran. Ali will travel to Oran. Now let's move, dear learners, to the second task. Now look at the task. Put the verbs in the right form. Put the verbs in the right form. What is the task about? Good. You are going to write the verbs in the correct form. Or you are going to correct the verbs. Now let's read the passage together. When I grow up, them die. I should respect my job. I should respect my job too. Okay? So I give you a few minutes to think and do this task. Okay? You have, okay, take your time, please. Now let's correct the task. Let's correct the task, okay? So verb number 1, we have I to become. 2, we need 2 here, okay? So I to become. Yes, I will, very good, become. I will become a famous doctor. I will become a famous doctor. Now, look at the passage. Do we have here next or tomorrow? Oh, we don't have these words. What do we have? Excellent, we have when I grow up. When I grow up. The future. The future, okay? So, the verb becomes, I will become a famous doctor. Second verb, I will open a clinic. I will open a clinic. Good job. And yes, I will treat many patients. I will treat many patients. And be careful. You have not, too late. Very good. It is a negative form. And the verb becomes, good job. I won't let them die. Or I will not let them die. The last verb, yes, I will respect my job. Okay, now let's look at the correction. So, will become, will open, will treat, will not let, and will respect. Let's move the learners to task 3. Task 3. Let's read it. Your teacher asks you to write a short dialogue about your dream and the reason why you chose it. Answer your friend's questions to complete the dialogue. Answer your friend's questions to complete the dialogue. What is this task about, dear learners? What are you going to do? Good. You are going to write. Or to, very good, to complete the dialogue. Okay? So we have here dialogue. Look, we have your friend, you. Okay? So the dialogue is between you and your friend. What is the dialogue about? Very good. It is about your dream job. Okay? And the reason why you choose your dream job. Here you are asked to say what is your dream job, what is the job that you want to be in the future, and the reason. Okay, you should say why you chose this job. Okay, so we have your friend. What do you want to be in the future? You, I. When you answer with long sentences. Okay, so be careful. Your friend, why do you want to be a? You, I, because the reason. Because your friend, sir, what will you do when you become So take your time, dear learners, to do the task, okay? But are you going to do it alone? No, of course, you have your friend, okay? So it's a pair work. Excellent. It is a pair work. Now, you have time to do the task. Do it together and this is all what we have about the simple future, about this session. I will see you in the following sessions, inshallah, with other lessons of sequence 2. What I want to say now is goodbye.